Two CEOs, same market shock, same layoffs ahead. One avoids the hard conversation, loses the company within 6 months. The other delivers brutal truth with dignity, cuts deep, pivots hard, and sells for billions. The difference, not a smarter strategy, raw, battle tested grit. This is your CEO brief on the hard things about hard things by Ben Horowitz. The playbook business school doesn't teach for when easy rules fail and survival is the only metric. Startups are not linear. You don't progress from idea to IPO in a straight line. You survive through chaos. There is no MBA formula for demoting your first hire, who's also your friend, telling 30% of your team they are no longer needed, spotting the brilliant jerk poisoning your culture. Ben Horowitz lived this. His company, Opsphere, lost 80% of revenue overnight, burned $20 million per quarter with no clear path. They pivoted 3 times, laid off friends, faced humiliation, and then sold for $1.6 billion. The difference, navigating what Horowitz calls the struggle, the dark place where every decision hurts and there is no obvious right answer. Smart founders cracked under struggle. Great founders learn to live there. Ben Horowitz makes a distinction every founder needs. There's a Peacetime CEO and there are Wartime CEO. Most management books are written for peacetime. The Peacetime CEO builds consensus, debates endlessly, hires broadly, tolerates diverse styles, focuses on process and culture, believes that market will grow forever. The Wartime CEO makes unilateral decisions when speed matters, cuts weaklings immediately, ignores process when survival on the line, knows the market can kill you tomorrow, has the hard truth. Most startups are in a perpetual state of war. You don't have the luxury of peacetime until you have the product market fit, predictable revenue, and a moat. Before that, you're fighting for survival every single day. The CEO lesson: assess your battles honestly right now. If you're pre-product market fit, you're at war. If you're running out of runway, you're at war. If a competitor just made you obsolete, you are at war. If your team is slow or political, you're losing the war. Train for both modes, but default to war until you have earned peacetime. Let's make this concrete. Revenue dropped 30%. Board is anxious. Team feels it. Peacetime response: form a committee. Run surveys. Debate for 3 weeks. By then, you're dead. Wartime response: Monday 8 a.m. All hands. We are down 30%. Here's why. Here's what we are doing. Here's who's accountable. Here's the timeline. Monday 2 p.m. one-on-one with leaders. What's in your way? I'll remove it. Tuesday, kill the project, draining resources for 6 months. Dead. Wednesday, let's go of the two underperformers everyone likes. Respect, severance, clean. Thursday, re-recruit the team. Here's why I believe in us. Here's your role. Friday, board update before they ask. Facts, plan, progress. That's wartime. Not cruel, not panic, clarity under fire. When you are in the struggle, two things save you: truth and training. First, truth. Lies kill faster than layoffs. Not intentional lies, the ones you tell yourself. We'll figure out the revenue later. The competitor isn't a threat. I can fix this without admitting how bad it is. Ben Horowitz, tell it straight always. If you're bleeding, say we are bleeding. If you don't know, say I don't know yet, but I'll have a plan by Friday. Your team can handle bad news. They cannot handle uncertainty. Silence breeds rumors. Rumor breeds panic. Panic kills company. Second, training. Most founders hire for talent and assume execution follows. Wrong. One untrained person can derail everything. Not because they are malicious, because they don't know how to play. They create inconsistencies. They confuse the team. The fix: train relentlessly, document processes, explain why you decide what you decide. The hiring framework should be: stop hiring for no weaknesses. That's how you get bland, average teams. Hire for strength, specific, intense, useful strength. And when you find the wrong people, fire them immediately. Horowitz three toxic types: flakes, don't deliver, always excuses; heretics, undermine direction, poison the culture; brilliant jerks. High performance, they destroy the morale though. Flakes and heretics are obvious. Brilliant jerks are the trap. You keep them because they are too valuable, but their cost in team morale, in cultural rot, it's always higher than their output. Cut them today. Every founder faces moments where the right call is also the hardest call. Firing a friend, maybe it's your co founder, maybe it's employee number one, but they're not performing. What do? Peacetime answer: let's find a role. Let's coach them up. Wartime answer: you sit them down. I love you as a person. I'm grateful for what you have built, but this isn't working. Here's a generous severance. Here's how I support you, but we need to do this today. It's brutal. It will haunt you, but letting them stay out of loyalty, that's not loyalty. That's betraying everyone else counting on you. Managing politics. Every company has politics. Question is whether you feed or starve them. Horowitz rule: crush politics by promoting doers, sidelining screamers. When someone manages perception more than doing work, they get zero airtime. When someone delivers quietly, they get the promotion. Politics thrives in ambiguity. Starve it with clarity. The road, not the wall. Horowitz tells his team, focus on the road, not the wall. In crisis, everyone stares at the wall. Layoffs, competition, possible failure. Your job as a CEO is to point at the road repeatedly, relentlessly, until they believe it. Translate this into action for the next 7 days. On potential layoffs, you might need to reduce headcount. You're terrified of the human cost. Harvard's idea: blunt truth and dignity. Never delay bad news. Draft the memo now, not to send, to clarify thinking, why we are here, what we tried, what happens next, how we'll support leavers, how we'll rally stayers. When the time comes, you're ready. On the brilliant jerk, you have someone toxic on the team. Everyone knows it. You've been tolerating it. Horowitz idea, fire, flakes, heretics, and brilliant jerks immediately. Your move this week, have the conversation. Prep 3 examples of behavior, the impact, the separation terms. 15 minutes, no debate, clarity, and dignity. On staying in the struggle, you're overwhelmed, decision feel impossible, you're isolating. Horowitz idea, share the burden. Find your counsel, your moves, schedule a weekly what if we lose review. 1 hour, optimism bias, just what could kill us. What are we ignoring? Get one other person in the room. Don't do the struggle alone. One thing Horowitz emphasizes, you are the instrument. If you break, the company breaks. If you panic, the company panics. So what do you do when you're on the struggle? First, build resilience rituals. Horowitz used rap music. For you, it might be running, meditation, 5 a.m. journaling. Protect it like a revenue line. Exhausted founders make terrible decisions. Second, find your counsel. Every wartime CEO needs 2, 3 people who get it. Other founders who have been through it, not investors. They have an agenda, not employees. They need you strong. Peers meet monthly, no agenda, just a truth. Here's what keeping me up. Let them carry some weight. Third, separate identity from company. This is the hardest. When the company struggles, you feel you're struggling. When someone questions the business, they're questioning you. Build a wall. The company is not you. It's a thing you're building. If it fails, you survive. That detachment isn't coldness. It's how you make clear decision when everything's on fire. One, war demands speed over consciousness. Assess your battlefield. If you're not in peacetime, stop acting like it. 2, truth is the only leverage. Let it straight. Lies compound faster than revenue. 3, training beats talent. One untrained employee derails everything. 4, fire the threats, flakes, heretics, and especially brilliant jerks. Their cost is hidden but catastrophic. 5, own the hard calls. Firing a friend, killing a project, admitting you were wrong. These moments don't just test you, they define you. Your brief is now complete. Execute. No easy answers in the hard things, just scars that build empires, decisions that haunt you and save you in the equal measure. This is the CEO Brain Library. High signal briefs for leaders with no time to waste. Subscribe to the channel.